YouTube is broken. I'm sure these dastardly words come to no surprise to anyone. It's been a song that has been sung for 1,000 years, and it's one that we've heard hundreds and hundreds of times. What now, you might be asking? What did YouTube do this time that's so egregious that I just had to make a video about it? Well, it's bold of you to assume that it's just one thing, because make no mistake, it is multiple things. Things that people have already talked about, but then there's one thing that really personally pisses me off that nobody has really talked about, and it's one that people need to know about. So let's start off with that. Let's start off with the thing that YouTube did that is just really irking me, really grinding my gears. Something that has personally affected me in a major way. YouTube Shorts. YouTube Shorts is a relatively new thing that has been added to the platform. It's a way to make shorts, you know, to be the next Vine or the next TikTok, because of course YouTube needs to have every kind of media video there is. And personally, I like the shorts. The shorts, for me personally, was a great way to reach out to a bunch of people, was a great way to reach a wider audience, because typically shorts reaches the feeds of more people when compared to actual videos. And so I was able to make, you know, a couple funny videos, a couple sneak peeks at, you know, stuff that might bring people over to my channel. And I can honestly say that I would not have as many subscribers as I have if it wasn't for shorts helping me out. But now I'm in a little bit of a pickle because they done did me. And it's because of one key thing that they did to shorts, one key thing that has ruined it for me. I just can't do it anymore. Here it is. They've ruined the thumbnail. If you go down to thumbnail down here, you get this little thing that says, for now, you can't change the thumbnail on your short. Why? I don't know. They have this little information thing. Typically, if you click that, they give you more details, but no, it's just there for decoration, I guess. Though I shouldn't be surprised because, you know, YouTube loves to be candid with its creators. For those of you who have never made a video before, typically when you create a video and you don't upload your own thumbnail, you typically get 3 boxes right below here, and those 3 boxes basically are 3 screenshots from throughout the video, and this is both on shorts and also on regular YouTube videos. And it gives you 3 options for thumbnails that you could possibly use for your video. If you don't choose one, it picks one for you. Now, you know how YouTube likes to make everything automatic and leave it all up to AI and stuff like that? Well, they did the same thing with thumbnails, and their thumbnails are just not great. Typically, they pick the worst spots and then think that, oh yeah, that's great for a thumbnail. It's really bad on videos, and it's especially bad on shorts. And this is why it pisses me off, and it's for this right here. This specific video that made me want to make this video. Shanna Gets Taco Bell. This is a fun series that I like to do where I find random clips and then I put the Taco Bell sound over it because it's funny. It's funny. It's a funny thing to do. And I thought that this would have a guaranteed banger, an absolute whammer of a thumbnail, but no. You know what really pisses me off about this? I mean, look at this. This is a screenshot that they gave me. This is the thumbnail that they gave me. You know, weird thumbnail, right? It's especially weird when you consider that in every frame, 11 seconds, look at this, 11 seconds of it. Look at all of these things that they could have used. All these things that they could have used, and they pick like this small little thing. That right there. Not even a second, and then YouTube decide, oh, this will be your perfect thumbnail. Even though I had, like, look, all of these frames, all of these beautiful frames that could have been used, but they just didn't use it. Why? Because YouTube knows best. They always do. It's especially infuriating when you consider that I don't even have an option to pick 3. You know, if this was one of my 3, then I'd be like, oh, well, that's obviously the worst of them. I have to pick, you know, the other 2. Because in a game like that, it's picking the best out of the worst. But I don't even have that option anymore. And the only reason I have this create thumbnail right here is because I have vidIQ. You don't normally get that. Just why? I don't know why. Maybe, hopefully they're fixing it. Hopefully they're fixing their program so that we get better thumbnails. But I doubt it. And right now, we don't know when it's going to get back because YouTube just loves to talk to people, right? They're so bad at communicating, it's infuriating. And we recently saw that when they made changes to monetization policies. Now, this doesn't really personally affect me. I'm nowhere near the point where I can get monetized. But YouTube made these massive changes when it comes to monetization, and they did not contact the community at all. And the only reason we found out is because people had to do some sleuthing. They had to, you know, put on their detective gear and Velma that stuff. But it's a recurring problem now on YouTube where they make these changes that people really don't want to have happen to the platform. You know, the actual creators and stuff. And YouTube just decides to steam forward ahead anyway. Now, monetization, we don't really have a lot of control over that. It's their platform. People are lucky to get paid anyway, so, you know, not much you can do. But for some people, This is now their livelihood, and now their livelihood is gonna be completely altered and completely changed. But it's more than that, though. For years now, YouTube has just been so bad at talking to its community, and to the point where even representatives of YouTube, because typically when you get partnered or something like that, you get a representative from YouTube to, you can ask them questions and stuff to help make your process of being a YouTuber a lot more simple. It's to the point where even the representatives don't know what's going on. Something is happening at YouTube headquarters. But this has been happening for years now. Years now. In fact, if you remember the Corey drama that I talked about maybe like 4 months ago, I still don't think YouTube ever addressed that thing at all. I think it just kind of got swept under the rug. I could be wrong about that, but I don't remember seeing anything being done or anybody talking about it or trying to clear up anything. They just let it go under the bridge. They just let it kind of fade away. I just don't understand why they have to be so vague all the time, why they have to be so secretive. You run a massive company. You're a part of Google, right? Google's not that bad when putting out information out there, right? They're pretty good about that, I'd say. Why can't you do the same thing? You're literally part of the same little thing. You're part of the same house. Because God forbid they communicate with anybody. The crazy thing is that's really it. It's just the communication. If you could tell us why, if you could explain why you are making these decisions, then people would be able to rest easier, They're not explaining why they're making the decision. I'm still upset that they got rid of the dislike button. Don't think I forgot. It still haunts me every single day. And sure, yeah, they have a 10-minute video explaining, but they didn't explain jack. If they really want to help out, they should fix the things that actually need fixing. Like the comment bots. Have you seen those? Has that gone into your head at all? Has that been alerted to your presence? Because comment bots are a serious problem on YouTube. You should know this though. I mean, if you go to any kind of comment anywhere on any video and you click one that has maybe like 3 comments even, there's a 99% chance that one of those comments is a bot saying that my channel is better or this creator sucks or stuff like that. And that's still a problem, and it's been a problem for years, and I feel like the bots have even gotten better at being bad, and YouTube has done absolutely nothing to address it. Instead, they decide that, oh, it's the dislike button. That's it. We've solved the problem. And then they do like stuff like this. Stuff like that. And they think that they're making their platform a better place, but in reality, it's just making it worse. You're just making it worse. You're making it worse. YouTube has a lot of fixing that needs to be done. And I mean like a lot of fixing that needs to be done. But if you want to start out, just communicate with the people. That's it. You've got Twitter. You barely use it, but you've got it. If YouTube communicated with its audience more and was more candid about the decisions that they make, and if they actually took, a stance at solving problems that really need to be solved, I feel like this platform would be a much better place. So maybe that's just wishful thinking. But that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, if indeed you still are. If you want to help me out, click that thing on the left or that thing on the right. If you click this thing on the right, well, you're gonna have a good time. Maybe YouTube will start listening if you click that thing on the right. One-time deal. But that's it for me today. My name is Brockster, and I bid you all adieu.